Hi, I'm Colton with Porsche Center Calgary, and I'm here today with a new addition to our pre-owned inventory. This one is a 2019 Cayenne e-hybrid. The e-hybrid is my favorite kind of variation of Cayenne available right now, and I think most of my colleagues here would agree. It's a really, really great combination of things that, to me, you know, we're at the point now where you don't have to make any sacrifices anymore. With the earlier versions of the hybrid, you kind of did, to be honest. You got a little bit better fuel economy, but at the expense of some other things. Now with these new hybrids, that just isn't the case anymore. So these use a 3-liter V6 turbocharged gasoline engine, and then the battery motor as well, assisting that. So your combined horsepower is 455, which is more than you get in a Cayenne S. And the combined torque is actually around 500 pound-feet. So you've got a ton of performance here. And then obviously a whole lot better fuel economy than you'd get with, you know, a Cayenne S or even a standard, you know, base model Cayenne. So really, really exceptional package. You have with these two the option to go into just strictly e-power mode, so run just on the electricity for shorter periods. But you know, for myself, I live 30 kilometers from work. I can get here and, you know, almost home even without using any gas at all. So if you really milk that electric side, your efficiency is just going to go kind of through the roof relative to the you know, regular gas cars. But even if you don't, even if you never plug it in and never use that fully electric side, it's still going to be a whole lot more efficient, and you're not making any sacrifices in terms of the power. And also, it used to be with the hybrids you couldn't tow with them, but now with these new ones you can even do that. So that's really why, to me, it's the best value. Price-wise, you're comparable to the S, but you're getting more power and a whole lot more efficiency. So I really love these Cayenne hybrids, and we've just picked up a few of them. They were this one included former Porsche Canada executive demos, so that's where we got this one from, but we kind of snagged a few from them at the same time because we really think they are the best version, and they've been quite popular. Last year we sold about twice as many hybrids as we did S models. But anyway, let's dive into this one in particular. So exterior color here is Moonlight Blue Metallic, quite a dark blue. On kind of an overcast day, it'll look just black. But in the sunlight, the metallic of the blue will come out, and it definitely looks a lot more blue. So sticking with the outside for a bit, we've got the silver window trim, which we don't see as much, but I do like, especially in the black colors, to give you a nice kind of pop of contrast. And then this one added the roof rails as well, so those are an option, but you do have to put them on at factory, so always nice when we see them on a pre-owned car, because you can't retrofit them if you decide you want them later. And then these wheels, pretty big upgrade there too. These are the 21-inch RS Spyder wheel. Standard wheel would have been a couple sizes down from that. So, and that's probably my favorite wheel as well. And when you go that big, you get the wheel arch extension to that body color extension, which is a nice kind of subtle touch. Other stuff outside before we move in, it does have the adaptive cruise control. So you'll see that big kind of sensor in the front that allows you to set your following distance from the car in front of you. And if they brake, you know, if they slow down, then that system will slow this car down for you automatically to maintain that gap that you've set. So we're seeing more and more people are looking for that feature. What you may not quite be able to see up front is another little camera there, and that is for the night vision assist, which is a really, really cool feature. Fairly new for us. We've only had it for a couple of years, so it's pretty uncommon still. So it's always exciting when we see it in a car, and it gives you kind of you know, an infrared view inside your gauge cluster. When you scroll through and select that on the screen, you get that image, and you know, things that are warmer will kind of light up. You can see even the kind of the undercarriage of the cars in front when you're driving in the winter. Those will be highlighted. It's kind of neat. But of course, the primary reason is for pedestrians and animals and things on the side of the road. Those will light up yellow quite prominently when you're driving at night. It's a system that actually works super well. I've been quite impressed, even blown away by how effective it is. So really, really cool technology. And then let's move on to the inside of this one. This is a slate gray interior, which was a new color for 2019, a brighter gray than we offered before. The old one was agate gray, but a lot of people would come and look at that one and ask if it was a brown interior, because it was quite a bit darker and definitely had more of a brown hue. The slate gray is more of a true gray interior, so nice if you want, you know, something that's not another black car. We have a lot of people that'll say, you know, I've had 10 black cars in a row, I don't want that, but I don't necessarily want something that's too light that's going to stain. So this is a nice kind of middle ground, a little different, but a little bit more durable in that sense than maybe, you know, the whites and the beiges and things like that. Also, some other content here. The Premium Plus package, so I always recommend putting that in a build, and in my opinion, once you have that, you kind of have everything you need. This car does have that, as a whole lot of other stuff as well. But let's talk about the Premium Plus package. So you get a seat upgrade with that. The option to get either the 14-way or the 18-way. This one has the 18-way, which is the more kind of rarely selected seat. but those who like it a lot. So it wraps around you a whole lot more than the regular seat. You have adjustable bolsters in the seat base as well as the seat back, so you really have that kind of sports car feel where the seat's really hugging you, but you can make it that, you know, more pronounced or less so with those adjustments. And then the headrest is also integrated into the seat to again give you more of that kind of sports car feel in the seat. Mimics more of what we have in, you know, the 911s and 718s, things like that. The package will also give you seat ventilation, heated seats already being standard. It'll add heated seats in the rear, as well as the 4-zone climate, so they have independent climate zones for the rear seat passengers too. You also get the Bose sound system, you get the panoramic sunroof, the entry and drive, so you're just touching the door handle to unlock it. The lane change assist, which is the blind spot warning. Also the Matrix LED headlights. So I could have pointed that out on the exterior portion, but these are kind of the top level headlights that Porsche offers. So you've got, you know, maximum brightness there, but what you also get is the high beam assistance. So with that, now with these Matrix, you can leave the high beams on, and they have 84 individual LEDs, and they'll turn off only the specific ones that are impacting that car as it drives up to you, leaving the rest of them on, leaving the rest of your high beams on. So your nighttime visibility is pretty exceptional with that added. And that's about everything that's Premium Plus. There's a couple more things in there, but moving on from that, because there's some other boxes, important ones to talk about in this one, like the heads-up display. So fairly new again for Porsche. We've only had that for a couple of years as well, and it will project your speed information up onto the windshield, but as well as, you know, navigation instruction and some other things that you can tailor what you want it to display. Incoming phone calls and things like that can come up there as well. So this guy's equipped with that too. The surround view camera, I should mention. So all of the cars will have, from 19 and up, they'll all have a rear view camera as well as sensors front and rear, but this one was kind of augmented, I guess, to add the surround view. So you get a camera on the front and one underneath each side mirror, so you get the full 360-degree view. Makes parking the car a whole lot easier, especially on the bigger cars. I think it makes a pretty big impact. I love it. If you haven't used one before, it maybe takes a little bit of getting used to, but it works super, super well once you learn kind of to trust the system, because it really is quite reliable. And then the trim inside. So this one, they selected the leather trim. So on all the cars, there is kind of, you know, a gloss black trim piece that goes throughout the front of the dash and then onto the doors and around. But you can kind of swap that out for, you know, aluminum or wood, or in this case, leather. So you've got a strip of leather through there that I love. I love as much leather in the cars as you can get. It's a rarely selected option, but it's a personal favorite, so I like to see it on this one. And what else am I missing here? Well, the soft closed doors, another rarely selected option that to me is under-selected, because I think it's really, really nice. You can just kind of gently close the door, and then it kind of sucks it in the rest of the way. You don't even have to close it all the way, and it just makes it feel a little bit more luxurious, a little bit more premium. And we don't see it on that many of our cars, so it's nice to see it on this one. Now, of course, this is a 2019, it's a pre-owned vehicle, but beyond that, it's a Porsche approved certified pre-owned vehicle. So that means when it came in, it went into our shop, and it was inspected by a Porsche certified technician, reconditioned using only Porsche genuine parts up to Porsche's really quite high standard. Not that, you know, this one with so little mileage would need a whole lot, but all the same, it's looked at, you know, and kind of gone through with a pretty fine-tooth comb. So as a result of all that, it gets a warranty extension. So from brand new, it would have had 4 years or 80,000 kilometers on the warranty. That gets extended to 6 years and unlimited kilometers. So in this case, the vehicle was originally purchased September 24th of 2019. So you have 6 years from that date. So September 24th of 2025, you have full comprehensive Porsche warranty with unlimited kilometers. So it's a really great kind of added value that you get when you buy a Porsche from a Porsche dealership. Makes it just, in my opinion, an exceptional value. Right now, this one's got about 12,500 kilometers on it. It's not a whole lot of use for, you know, a year and a bit of driving, but a really worry-free warranty for quite a long time. And that pretty well sums this one up. I'm sure I missed a couple of things, but if you're interested, if you like it, give us a call or pay us a visit. We'd be happy to go through it in a little bit more detail, or arrange for a test drive. Thanks so much for watching.